All right, everyone, this is Mr. Wyrick, and I'm here to take you through the 421 volume of prisms and cylinders set of notes. I'm going to go ahead and click some stuff over here so I can get ready to go. Yes, this should be shared. You should be able to get this link off of the assignment for today in Schoology. So right off the bat, volume of prisms. How do you find the volume of a prism? The formula is here. It's V is equal to capital B times H. Now, when we've done the volume of triangles before, we've talked about base times height. So it looks like a similar kind of thing here. But the capital B in this one refers to the area of the base. So all of those other lessons that we did where we were talking about area of rectangles, area of parallelograms, area of triangles, whatever it is, you find the area of the base, you multiply it by the height. That's our third dimension. That's where we're going to get our volume. So on the next slide down, find the volume of the prism. We have a base that is 10 by 3, and we have a height of 4. 10 times 3 is 30, and then 30 times 4 is going to give us a volume of 120. And again, the label is going to be important here. That's 120 cubic inches. So IN raised to the third power. Keep in mind that you can multiply these in any order. It doesn't really matter. Multiplication you can do in whatever order makes the most sense to you. So you could have just done 4 times 3 is 12 times 10 is 120 if that was going to be easier. As we look at the next one, we can see we have 9, and then we have 10, and then we have 15. So with this one, with the triangles, it's going to be really important for us to treat the triangular part of this as the base. So this is going to be, we're actually going to have to work Pythagorean theorem here, take 15 squared and subtract 9 squared. So we can actually do base times height divided by 2 because we don't want to use we want to use the right triangle as it was meant to be used. So you don't want to multiply by that slant height. You want to multiply by the actual height. Luckily for us, this is a 3, 4, 5 right triangle, which would mean the height up the back side of that would be 12. So we would take 9 times 12 divided by 2. Same thing as 9 times 6. That's going to be 54. And then we would multiply it by our distance between the bases. That's our height of 10 to give us a volume of 540 cubic feet. The next one that we have is a cylinder, and actually the formula for the cylinder is pi r squared times h, but it works in exactly the same way. We find the area of that base and multiply it by the height. It's just the fact that the area of the base on this one is the area of a circle. If we look at number 6, find the volume of a cylinder with a radius of 3 centimeters and a height of 8, round to the nearest tenth. So in this case, it would be pi times the radius squared. So you have 9 pi, and then we multiply by the height of 8. So we'd have 72 pi. It's probably going to come up somewhere between 215 and 220. I'm not real sure because I'm not looking at a calculator right now. But for this one, it should be, if you can just type it in to Desmos that you're using the calculator, just use pi, type in that pi and make sure it works through. On number 7, find the volume, or slide number 7, sorry. Find the volume of an oblique cylinder that has a diameter of 10 feet and a height of 3. The oblique means it's leaning, and we've talked about that a little bit. We're going to talk about that some more later on. But when we're talking about the cylinder, if it's a diameter of 10, that's a radius of 5. So we square that 5, we get 25 pi. We multiply that by 3, that'd be 75 pi. So again, 220, 230, something like that on this one. And then our last slide, practice problem. The containers are filled with popcorn. About how many times as much popcorn does the larger container hold? So you'd take the 14.5 of the first one and cut that in half. That's a radius of 7.25. You'd square that, which that's a number I don't even want to deal with. 7.25. I'm going to go ahead and work these in Desmos. Squared times pi. That's going to give me the area of my circle. And then I'm multiplying that by my height, which is 18. So go back here and multiply by 18. And then our other one, we have 22.8, which is going to be 11.4. So we go back in here. And on the next one, 11.4 squared times pi times, again, the height of 18. So the smaller container there is going to have a volume of 2,972.34, we'll say. And the larger one is going to have a volume of 7,349.06. So if I just do the whole numbers, 2972.33 divide, actually no, I want to divide the other way to find out how many times the bigger one. 7349 point, we'll say 06, go 2 decimal places, divided by 2972.34. It says 2.47, so I'd say almost 2.5 times as much popcorn, which is a lot by volume, and you hope it's all popping about the same between the two. So hopefully that gives you a good lead in. Our assignment for today, there should be a handout from the substitute, but if you're not there the day it gets handed out, I have posted a copy in Schoology. Work your way through that, and we'll go over it probably when I come back on Wednesday, and I'll have some more notes and things posted for you for Monday and Tuesday. Good luck.